Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news. We now know the names of the 3 people who died after a head-on crash on I-29 in the Southern Valley. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says it happened yesterday morning near Hankinson when 15-year-old Connor Radke of West Fargo lost control of a pickup he was driving, overcorrected, crossed the median, and hit a car coming from the other direction. His passenger, 45-year-old James Radke of West Fargo, died on scene. Connor remains in the hospital. 24-year-old Flora Avila, the driver of the car that was hit, and 5-year-old Kayleen Avila were also killed. 4-year-old Reeve Avila is still in the hospital after being life flighted to Fargo. All 3 of those were from Fargo. Well, this sure isn't something that you see every day. Did you catch that? You're looking at a black bear that has been roaming around Grand Forks all day. And as of just minutes ago, we are told that the bear has climbed up a tree in the area of University Park, and crews are trying to tranquilize it. The Grand Forks Police Department say they cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you to stay out of this area while they're working to remove the bear. Following this story for you is Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz, who joins us now live with the latest. Rose, what can you tell us?
That's right. Well, the first thing I want to tell you is you mentioned a black bear. A lot of people are calling this a black bear because it looks like a black bear, but it's technically, according to the park district, a brown bear, which is pretty much the same as a black bear, but a little bit more docile, a little bit less aggressive. But I'm here at University Park, which is actually adjacent to UND. It's technically city property, and we actually have... I wanted to show you, though, behind, I guess you're looking at video right now, but where I am right here, this bear has been climbing up this tree to the point where we can't really see him where he is anymore. But basically, they've been trying to tranquilize this bear all day long, and with each shot, the bear keeps moving farther up the tree. So we've been having trouble seeing him now, but we kind of followed him around from a distance as police asked us to. But he was at one side of the park, University Park, and we saw him cross the street into a residential area, and now he's over here where we're at now. We're told this bear has been hit by at least 1 dart, but he's still moving. I'm not sure how drowsy that dart made him, but he has continued to climb up this tree that we're looking at here. Though we've been hearing several of these darts being fired by now. Police actually say they got this call at 5 a.m. of a bear sighting, which was, of course, hours and hours ago, and we've been out here all day long kind of tracking this down. The park district does say that it's a little bit less aggressive. However, with all these people around, they say that bears can run up to 35 miles an hour, and they do not want people around because if this bear does get in danger of people, if the bear gets angry, then that gives people a little bit less chance to get out of the way, and that gives the bear less of a chance to survive this. So we're asked for everybody to just stay back, and the better chance the bear has of staying alive is if everybody can kind of stay out of the area so that the bear doesn't cause any threat to people, and then the bear won't be in any threat as well. Back to you.
All right, that was Rose Itzkovitz reporting live. Thank you so much out of Grand Forks. Again, we'll have much more on this developing situation as it all unfolds at 5:30 on Valley News Live and at 6. Meanwhile, it's been a beautiful day here for us in the Valley with clear skies and a little bit of a light breeze. Hutch, maybe a good evening for us to take the little doggo for a walk outside.
Yeah, that sounds great. Anything outdoors will be just lovely as we head through the evening. Now, we do see some clouds streaming through northern and central parts of Minnesota. Can't rule out a sprinkle in the Lake of the Woods area, but the rest of us, crystal clear skies as we head into the evening hours. The air up there in northern Minnesota also cooler with that northwest flow there where we have 60s in Bemidji and Thief River Falls. Things warm up quickly to the south and west where it's near 90 in northern and central South Dakota. No 90s here. Very comfortable 70s, even 60s before bedtime tonight in Fargo. Grand Forks, much the same, except a chance for some 50s just after we head to bed. So refreshingly cool air might allow us to crack the windows open, give those air conditioners a break. Well, I'll have details on a warm-up and our next chance of rain coming up here in just a few minutes. Christy.
Sounds good. Thanks, Hutch. Also, some new information for you now. A $1,000 reward has been offered for any information relating to a missing person case out of the Northern Valley. Police say Joseph James Bruce Sr. is still missing and has been since July 3rd from Grand Forks. Police say Bruce might also be in the Devil's Lake, Fort Totten area. He's described as 6'2", 205 pounds with brown eyes. So if you have any information as to where he is, be sure to call either the Devil's Lake or the Grand Forks Police Departments. Former Lemoore Police Chief James Watson has a new sentence of 25 years. The 53-year-old was sentenced July 11th to life with the possibility of parole. But the judge issued a letter saying his intent was to give the Department of Corrections discretion on how long he served. Now, it's unknown if Watson will be eligible for good time credit or an earlier release time. A 62-year-old serial rapist has been granted a conditional release from the Minnesota Court of Appeals. Thomas Duvall has spent the past 30 years locked up for the violent rapes of teenage girls in the 70s and 80s. The appeals court found that the state did not meet its burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that Duvall should stay in the sex offender program. Instead, the court said evidence supports the judicial panel's decision to allow his conditional release. Another construction project in the metro area as ground is broken for a new underpass on Moorhead's southeast side. An underpass at 20th and 21st Street and Main Avenue has been a dream of city leaders for years, and it's gotten even more attention as of late because of safety concerns. The number of trains passing through the community has increased, blocking crossings for hours every day. And those blocked tracks means slowed response times for police, fire, and other emergency services.
This underpass is going to improve safety. It's going to save lives in the future. And when you can have a groundbreaking for something this important, this is a monumental day.
The price tag on the project is nearly $73 million. It's expected to take 3 years to complete. Minnesotans got a glimpse of the new state ID and driver's licenses. The new look has a state of Minnesota branding and colors. The new ID cards are not yet Real ID compliant. Minnesotans will be able to apply for a Real ID compliant card in October of 2018 and have 2 years to get one if they so choose. Cards for those under the age of 21 will be vertical, making it easier for businesses to identify those not legally able to buy alcohol. Residents will start seeing the newly cards beginning August 6th. And you may have recently noticed video from our newscast inside a political ad for Kevin Cramer. Valley News Live has nothing to do with the creation of these ads, and the video of our newscast is used without our consent. It's something that's called fair use. There's a section of copyright law that makes it okay for certain groups to use copyrighted material and without that owner's consent. Because of this law, any federal campaign can use our material without asking. Fair use allows journalists, commentators, and educators the opportunity to repurpose this content for the purpose of reporting, criticism, and research. And political campaigns can get the same treatment as well. Now, you might be wondering why we don't just take the ads off the air. Federal regulations require that we run the ads for candidates for federal offices. And when we do, we must give them reasonable access, equal opportunity access, and the best price. Please get in touch with us and let us know if you have any questions about these ads. It's getting to that point in the summer where your kids may be coming up to you saying, "I'm bored." However, MSUM's College for Kids and Teens showed us some chemistry projects you can do right in your very own kitchen. These experiments allow kids to get creative while also learning something new.
I know a lot of parents fear with the 3 months off that kids are going to be very tempted to just be at home inside watching TV. It's good to keep your mind kind of actively engaged in something. And
for project ideas, head on over to our website and then click on this story. Yes, that was the sound of some members of the Fargo Police Department taking part in a viral lip sync challenge. The police department is calling it Charlie's Angels Meet Taylor Swift. They're doing a pretty good job. Those 3 officers are seen driving around town, playing on playgrounds, and yes, of course, even making a stop at Fargo's famous Sandy's Donuts. And local star and Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz has made it official with his wife, Madison. Over the weekend, Wentz married Madison Oberg. She studied elementary education at Missouri Southern State University. Carson said in his Twitter post, "Such a blessing to finally get to marry my best friend. It was an incredible day, and God has his fingerprints all over our story. I'm a lucky man with one amazing wife. Hashtag once upon a time." Still ahead tonight.